Be a lot easier for him to do it now that he has the 10-ounce gloves on. His opponent is a little back to the future scenario here. Sal Lopez fighting for just the second time in over 6 years. 18-4-2 with 10 knockouts. He came back this past January after not fighting since '97. 8 years ago, he held a USBA belt. Unbeaten prospect Ishe Smith, Sal Lopez, scheduled for 10 rounds. Marty Denkin, your referee.
I told you what they are. You know mine. Let's all do our job.
Lopez has lost 3 of his last 4. Been knocked out 1 time.
Teddy Lopez gave a very honest account of himself. He said, you know, I'm a forward fighter. I like to brawl. And at my age, it's time for me to brawl. We just heard what Ishe Smith had to say about being the matador, wanting to lure him in. You would think that Lopez plays right into exactly what Smith wants to have tonight.
We will see. One thing going for Lopez, he has fought the much better opposition so far in his career than Smith has. Lopez with a career of 11.5 years, although almost 6 of them, as you touched on, he was off. He was inactive, but has fought the much better fighters. Fought plenty of tough, solid guys, Lopez.
10-year age difference. Lopez 34, Smith 24.
You can see the size difference too. That's something we didn't touch on, but
5-inch edge there.
Yeah, and bigger guys, smaller, bigger guys. Smith turned pro at 150 pounds. 2 of his last 3 fights have been at junior middleweight. This is the lightest he's been in a year and a half, 148 tonight. Lopez, smaller guy, turned pro junior welterweight. Most of his career spent at junior welterweight, has gone as low as lightweight for 2 fights. Only at welterweight in his last 7 fights.
Sizzling Sal Lopez, getting a reaction from the crowd as he tried to draw a reaction from Ishe Smith.
You can see who's stronger. Don't need me to tell you. Smith is a stronger man. And as you said, the taller man. He's trying to use the height right now. Seeing if he can keep Lopez at the end of his jab and either set up leads at the end of the jab. You can see he's trying to use that jab to get full extension on the right hand, like that. And then if he gets Lopez reaching in, coming in, then he's going to look for some counters. So right now, Smith definitely has in his mind to control real estate, geography a little bit. Keep Lopez on the outside, see if he can keep him there with the jab, and then get full extension. Get that full, bigger size, that larger weight behind the punch. And then every once in a while, Smith will go the other way. He'll give just a little ground, see if he can get to shorter Lopez to fall into a trap, walk into a counter. But the key that I can see here so far, Joe, is that Smith is really trying to just control range. Be out of range when he doesn't want Lopez to do anything like he just did there. Get out of range. You don't want to work, don't let the other man work. And when he wants to work, control that range.
Your hands are free. Get out.
Now to Lopez, the gutsy Lopez was 34 years old, as you said, compared to the 24-year-old Smith. Lopez, when he does get close, his only shot is to work when he gets in there. And somehow find a way to test Smith, who hasn't been in tough fights, in the mental area. That's not going to be easy.
Good body work by Ishe Smith in his opening frame.
Inside's the difference.
Early evening in Southern California on Friday Night Fights. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas with you. Second round between Sal Lopez and the undefeated prospect Ishe Smith. You see the punches in round number 1. One thing to note there, Sal Lopez threw 26 jabs. He didn't connect on 1.
You can see Lopez, the shorter man, as we've already documented, the smaller man throughout his career. He knows he needs to get close. He can't stay at the end of the punches with Smith. Look, Smith's a pretty good banger. He's got some power. He's the bigger man, and you accentuate that. You get maximum power when you can extend your punches keep your opponent at the end of the punches. So Lopez knows he can't just stay out there. Somewhere along the line, he knows he's got to get inside. The key, he's looking for the right key to that door, though, Lopez. He doesn't want to walk in and leave himself as cannon fodder on the way in. He's trying to figure out the way to do that properly, safely. And right now, he's hesitating, thinking it out. He's on the outside, and he's paying in spots. See, that is not what Lopez wants to do. Be at the end of those punches.
And it was a body shot from the left hand of Ishe Smith that put Lopez down.
And the wind is gone. Lopez grabbing for wind, and it's not there. Grabbing for ass.
Big shot from Ishe Smith. Closes out what he feels was a very big night for him.
So you can see Lopez was staying at the end of the punches, just what we were just talking about. Staying at the very end where Smith, the much bigger guy in this fight, could maximize that power. He was keeping Lopez right at the end of the punches, right where you don't want to be. Lopez needed to be all the way out. If he wasn't going to be able to get inside, he needed to change the distance and get all the way out, but not stay in that limbo, in that no man's zone, in that danger zone, right at the end of the extension of the punches of Smith. Because you stay at the end of those punches, you're going to pay a price. And Lopez paid the price.
1:31 of the second round. Here it is, Teddy.
You can see Lopez at the end of the punches, uppercut setting that up. And you can see Lopez right at the end of the punches, and Smith doing a good job to throw a couple setup punches to the head. Just watch, couple setup punches to the head to get the arms up, and then downstairs real quick, a la Mickey Ward with that left hook. Watch again, couple setup punches to the head, the arms go up, the elbows go up, and then a quick left hook, a la Mickey Ward. He made a living at that. Downstairs by Smith to the vacated area that Lopez's elbow left. Smith gets the victory. Good left hook to the body. See, that left hook didn't just happen. It was set up by Smith throwing a couple taps upstairs just to get the arms to come up a little bit, and then an opening, and once the opening was there, Smith closed the show.
So Ishe Smith goes to 12-0 with 7 KOs in a very big spot, his ESPN debut. Diego Corrales still to come. Brian and Max?
I believe he's